So we are talking places to eat over here in Campastilla, and I'm going to show you where the locals go as well. We're not necessarily going to stick to the waterfront in this video. I'm going to save that video for a completely separate video, but let's explore the back streets of Campastilla because we may well find some culinary treats. And I'm right behind the beach here in Cala Estancia, and look at this gem here. It's called the Rias Galegas. Lovely little restaurant. It's just actually opened for the evening. Now they do a fantastic menu del dia. It's €13, but look, they are open in the evenings too, and Mondays they are closed. I think I'm going to have to try some of these restaurants over the winter, so subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, if you're planning your next break to Campastilla. So I'm about 5 minutes drive from the airport, and you may well be visiting Campastilla, like I said, either on holiday, or you may get a massive delay at the airport and actually find yourself staying here unintentionally for the night, particularly when we have travel disruption. So I'm going to highlight a few other really nice restaurants in this area. So we're just walking away from Cala Estancia Beach now into the heart of the resort. It's going to be quite busy and bustling here. I'm guessing I'm filming this in August. We're going to check out the location of a few other restaurants. Now I'm guessing if you're over here just for the day, you're probably going to want to eat Seafront. But look, down these back streets, we do have some hidden gems. I'm just going to take a quick look across the road because I can actually see a little tapas restaurant here. Now I'm just coming up here on Carrer San Antoni de la Platja, as you can see here. I will drop a link to my walking route in the description text below so you can see where I'm going, but let's have a quick look across the road. And we're also just coming up by the Bock hostels. As you can see here, look, art is life. I have seen this graffiti artist in Palma. Let's have a quick look at this tapas place. Okay, sometimes it is these back street restaurants here that offer really good value, but look at this, look, tapas dishes here ranging from €3 down to €9. And look, they do a mixed tapas as well for €23 here. So you can probably hear actually some of the clientele there are indeed German. That's probably because we do have quite a few hotels in this area. Anyway, let's keep walking through Campastilla. I'll show you a few other places of interest. So I smell the sweet smell of curry across the road. We've got the Curry Honey House, little Indian. Looks like quite cheap and cheerful. I'm guessing it is actually. Cheap and cheerful may well be what you want if you're coming over on holiday to Mallorca this year or in the future. Can't see any prices up though. Let's see what else they've got down here. It does smell good. They do kebabs too. To my right hand side, heading on back in the direction to the beach here, look, we've got Bar Ambar. Bar Ambar, it says. Look, they've got some boards out. Let's see what they're doing here. And look, we've got some drinks prices here. Now look, you are going to find Campastilla to be a little bit cheaper than places like Magaluf and Palma Nova. €3.70 gets you a pint. It's not bad value. Okay, we've got another little Mallorquin cafe across the road, but we are coming up to not only a very smoky mixed grill place also across the road. We've got a lot of like fast food down here. It smells quite good actually, I have to say, but it's often these hidden gems where you are going to get a nice surprise regarding pricing. But look, I'm right in front of Las Brasas Steakhouse and Grill as well. Reasonably busy over here, a few people out to dinner. But I want to take you down to one little place down the side street, and if you remember, I mentioned actually in a live stream from over here in Campastilla quite a while ago about a real hidden gem here in the resort. I just want to point this out too, and it's a place called Lima. It's actually a Peruvian restaurant, and the food here is absolutely amazing. Now look, they've got a plato del dia. And today, look, they've got a ceviche, which is kind of a vinegared fish. They've also got a rice dish as well. And I have to say, I had quite possibly the best rice dish here I've ever had. It had a little bit of spice in it. It was really nice. It was kind of like paella with a Peruvian twist, but it is a super nice restaurant. And if I can find some footage of when I was in here a while ago, but one thing's for sure, I do hope to be back. But anyway, here's the name of it. Look it up on Google, check out the reviews, and you won't be disappointed. Also, a little bit further down as well, look, we've got a tapas and cocktail bar. Can't really tell the name of that, apart from the fact it's got green awnings. But also looks quite nice, and it's also quite busy. Right next door to that too as well, look, before we take off from this area, Harmonia, kitchen and drinks. Looks like another half decent restaurant. They don't have a menu board outside, unfortunately. But, yes they do, let's go and have a quick look. So you can see tapas here starts from around €6, not too bad. Got various starter dishes, we've got grilled dishes as well. Salads from around 11 to 12 and burgers from around €15. Got some vegan stuff on the menu too. And also down this side street here, look, we've got a little selection of pubs. We've got Finnegan's Can Pastilla. Of course, you know that we do have Finnegan's over in Magaluf. So just taking a quick look into Finnegan's here, look, we've got TV here, you can watch the sports, nice little bar. I see a guitar as well, they may well have some music, but look, importantly, let me just show you the menu prices here for drinks. Look at this, look, draft beer from €4.50. And look, I've just run the camera down, look, Heineken here, €3.20. I've got some ciders too. Got a nice little space here to sit out as well. Looks like a great little friendly place over here in Campastilla. And right next door to Finnegan's, we've got Taco Loco too, and a Tipico Pizza Italiano. So nice little selection of places here. And look, authentic comida casera italiana. So we've got some homemade Italian food here too. Let me know in comments if you indeed have eaten here. And look, we're right behind, more or less at the start to Cala Estancia Beach. Anyway, we're going to head away from Finnegan's now. I'm going to head on back to the resort centre. Let's head on through. Okay, so we've just come up by Las Brasas. So you've got plenty of shops down here as well in Campastilla. All your normal tourist shops, actually, and little spa shops too. We're going to take a right, we're going to head on in the direction of the beach. Now I have said this in my other videos, but shops do stay open here until around 10, 11 o'clock, which is amazing. I always get very spoilt whenever I go to the UK and you see shops closing at 5:30 or 6 o'clock, but they really do make the most for opening hours over here, particularly during the summer. Look, got a nice little grocery shop there too. So we've just reached more or less the centre of, or the heart of Campastilla. You can see I'm outside the church in a little square, but I'm going to look to my right here because we do have another little hidden restaurant. So let's go and have a quick look. And this is called the Baobab. I don't know what it's called. I can never understand the fonts that some of these places do use, but this is an idea of what this is like. And just as a location check here, look, we're just more or less in front of the sailing club here, the Real Club Nautico, right down in front of Campastilla. This is full of locals, really nice little local place. If you want to get a little bit of local atmosphere, get off the seafront, come down these back streets, and you'll be quite surprised. Anyway, let's keep on heading along. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be missing out some key places here, so make sure you point out your favourite places in the comments as well. Don't be shy. I know you're not when you're commenting on my videos, but look, we can see another, I think this is more of a daytime place actually. Look, they've got some menus as well, more of a kind of a lunchtime place. It has closed this Friday evening. Look, once again, down these little back streets, we've got other places. I can just see the Union pub. Is this still open? Let's have a quick look. It's a bit of closed doors here. I don't know what that's all about. Has it closed down for good? I don't know. Maybe it's open later. Now I can see barbecue smoke wafting across the square here. I've just taken a left back in the direction of the church. Either someone's having a private barbecue or there's going to be another grill. Let's go and have a quick look. And look, I can see right next to the church here in Campastilla the Cafe Troyen. We also have, by the looks of it, free Wi-Fi. And that's been here since 1965. Can't believe it. And look, as I turn around, I actually just realised I just walked right underneath the Hotel Balear. It's a 3-star hotel. You can see some people sitting out, but we're going to keep on, like I said, heading on in the direction of the beach. So just my initial opinions here with Campastilla. Could do a little bit of a Palma Nova touch. Needs a little bit of doing up, I would say. But anyway, let's keep going. Also, as well, look, we've got a Don't Cry For Me Empanadas Argentinas. This is a great place actually. If you want to pick up a little pie, quick snack, about €2. They've actually got one in Palma. I sometimes do stop off there as well, but we're in a little area where we've got the bakeries here. Look, this is obviously closed now. We've got Esforn, Ensamadas. We've got the Santa Gloria as well, which is another bakery chain. So if you're wondering where to get your breakfast, these may well be the places. There's also a little Jurovsky city supermarket. A little bit on the pricey side though, I have to say. And look, there's an oakberry acai bowls and smoothies. Do you know what? I think they have these in other places around the world. I think it's actually a chain. I'm sure my daughter has mentioned this. But look, they do healthy, all natural, organic, gluten-free bowls and smoothies. And that is really, really good to know. So as we continue walking down, we're just heading on down towards the beach. Looking around here, that we've got the Miraflores Hotel. And before we head out of the area today, and look, we're just coming up towards the beachfront here. We can see the little land train heading by. Of course, to my right hand side, we've got the Seafront restaurants. I'm going to be filming my way back from here as well, so keep watching. So subscribe to the channel to catch that video. And there you have it. Look, we've just come out into the centre of Campastilla and down to the beach. And look, as we come down to the waterfront here, we've just got loads of seafront restaurants. They're very, very touristy. But as you can see, I've let you into the back streets of Campastilla and to show you where the locals go. Okay everyone, that's just a very quick look at what Campastilla is like in the back streets actually, and just some of the really lovely local places that you can enjoy if you're coming over here on holiday. Now I will be back in the autumn. I think I'm going to have to try some of these places at lunchtime, but like I said, Lima is one of my favourite restaurants. It really is amazing. If you like Peruvian food, you're going to love it. If you've never tried Peruvian food, then go and try it. It's amazing. But in the meantime, I'm going to drop some content appearing both here and here on YouTube. Go and check it out to help you out with your holiday. Don't forget, you can also find me in the Facebook group and on my Instagram called Mallorca Under the Sun, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.